Well, living in this town, discovered that we had a milk company here called Blue Island Dairy. And we had a Patsy Ann Cookie Company. And they were on 127th on the west side, northwest side of 127th, down by Irving. The milk company would deliver milk to the schools and to the homes. We had an independent industry, a dairy farm that was on Broadway in Ashland, and he had 8 cows, and he would milk. Those times we didn't pasteurize it. I don't know what they did. We didn't die yet. And he would deliver milk to the houses. Patsy Ann Cookie Company delivered to most of the mama and papa stores around here, and probably some other ones. And it was nothing to stop there and get a sample sometimes, or buy a crush pack of cookies. Milk company, you stop by, and if they had any left over, you'd get a little bottle like you went and got at school for 3 cents, and they'd only say, bring the bottle back. And I'd always tell him, I'll leave it at school. He says, okay. So, but that was that in there. We had Cavallini's restaurant. My understanding from what I heard, they used to make their own ice cream downstairs. One of the fellows that told me said that he got pretty heavy on the cream. He used to drink it just like that and put on a little weight. But Cavallini's, as a restaurant, was good. My stop there was for a malted milk and 3 little cookies that you got alongside the malted milk. Industries, we had one that is not mentioned around here much, that is now 100 years old, E.B. Bronson. They were machine shop industry, and people that worked there always said that they were real happy working there. My understanding is that Jebbins Hardware Store originated from Jebbins Harness Manufacturing. How correct that is, I don't know. But I do have a souvenir from the Jebbins Harness Manufacturer. It's a belt buckle. Big industries, Modern Forge. Up to date, still there. They worked metal. What they did, how they did it, I don't know. What I do know about is Libby's. Libby's was canning, mostly tomatoes, ketchup. But they had a contract with all the farmers. They provided the plants. Farmers grew the plants, harvested, and delivered the tomato, sold the tomato to Libby's. Tomato season, extra people were hired, and you could smell tomato flavor the minute you got anywhere within a couple of blocks of the factory. Italian people were mostly the workers at Libby's, my understanding. If you knew a relative, he brought his other relative in, and he brought another one in. So it was mostly, the canning area and that were mostly women and men. Laborers outside, they would hire anybody. And I delivered many a truckloads of tomato there with the farmer I worked with. Because I worked at tomato fields, I worked the onion fields here. And I guess they treated the people good, because the same people kept coming back and back, and we were sorry to see them move. They moved over to 119th, where we now have a big shopping center, and they were there for a while, and then they gave up. They moved out of here completely. But there was a big industry here, and we're very sorry to see that one go.
Any other industries you want to talk about, or like Parco, I guess, is gone?
But what?
Parco, the cookie factory?
We had another old cookie factory that came in later. Started over there in Gypsy Town. They call it Parco Cookies. Very good cookies too. We did a lot of soliciting with them for the Boy Scouts, and they donated quite a bit. For the years they were over here in Gypsy Town, then they moved over to Blue Island behind Mother Sorrows. They were there a couple of years, and then they got bought out and left the city of Blue Island. And some of the best factories around there left, and it really killed the city. Just like when we lost all the automobile industry. We had so many sellers here, dealerships, and we lost them all. To regain anything like that is going to be a miracle. Blue Island has been a wonderful town, a beautiful town that I was really proud of. Now, I'm proud of Blue Island, but only because I live in it. It's not the same. I don't think it'll ever come to its peak like it did during the 40s and the 50s. It was wonderful to come into Blue Island.